now it is time for the In My City part of the show. And this is where we recognize local people for their works in the community that are doing positive things. We shout out local restaurants, musicians, entertainers, etc. So if you know somebody who deserve our What's Happening round of applause, let us know on our Facebook page at What's Happening with Tabitha Simmons, or give us a call on our station line at 1 area code 803 400 8988. And listen, and without further ado, you guys, I know y'all rocking and y'all ready to get this Feel Good Friday out of the way. But listen, now I'm going to introduce to you this phenomenal and amazingly hilarious woman to our show. You know her from Cat Williams' American Hustle. She was on a Think Like a Man's 1 and 2. And recently, you've seen her in Dolomite Is My Name, right alongside the great Mr. Eddie Murphy. And she's also in the up and coming sequel, Coming to America. Listen, everybody, please welcome to the What's Happening, the original bad girl of comedy herself, Miss Luenell.
Good afternoon, evening, where are you at?
I'm in South Carolina. It's close to evening, close enough.
Okay, well, good evening, everybody. Can you hear me okay, Gabby?
Yes, ma'am, I hear you perfectly fine.
Okay, that's great.
How are you doing in spite of all this quarantine business? How you holding up over there?
I mean, it's a lot, but I got to tell you, I'm not one of the people who's bored or like they're crazy because I had such an extensive traveling schedule that I'm actually grateful for the rest.
Yes.
I don't get to enjoy my home. I don't get to put up stuff out of my suitcase. Any given time, I usually have three suitcases open and on the floor, and it's a big old mess. But I got to put my jewelry up, and they're all talking to each other. I got to put my shoes up, and they're all playing with each other and hanging on my clothes. And I think a lot of us are just organizing and restructuring our life a little bit during this time. So aside from the obvious tragic part, I'm really doing well, and I think we're all going to improve. I know I have. So I make a few little lifestyle changes. We just haven't had a chance. Those of us who can cook have not had a chance to cook a lot lately. That's not especially like mine. I'm just a regular working mom or whatever like that. But now that we're home and we're trying to eat, more citrus fruits and vegetables and stuff, I'm definitely going to continue to try to do that if and when I get back out on the road.
Yeah. So this you getting some rest and relaxation time, some true rest and relaxation time in there.
Yeah, I definitely was going to get my cable cut off because I said I'm never going to get a chance to watch any of this stuff that I take. But that ain't too much more, and I don't have to watch all that. But I've watched things that I never had a chance to watch and never thought that I was watching. It's been quite entertaining for me. Plus, it's been interesting watching how quote unquote, celebrity comedians or whatever singers and actors have gotten creative in trying to keep our families happy during the lockdown.
You're right. And y'all have been doing an amazing job. Listen, I've seen some people and celebrities on live that I have never seen on live before.
Exactly. And at any given time, you go online, there's like 40 people online at the same time. And for a regular person, this is the best time that you'll ever have to be able to get somebody at home, send somebody a message, maybe talk to somebody, or just look. I do a lot of just looking.
Mm-hmm.
And, I started my YouTube show, which we'll talk about toward the end, and I've got a lot of good feedback on that, with 12,000 subscribers strong now. There's only my fifth episode coming up. Fifth episode I just did. I only do it once a week. So, you will get creative. I think that some of those shows that have live audiences, however, have really stuck with like,
Yeah.
so, Wendy is my girlfriend very much show today because, hey, without being in the studio and out having live audience.
Yeah.
Even Ellen's got great guests and friends that are going on that Zoom conference thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all cool too. But without the live audience, it's just not the same. And that's why I've chosen not to really do stand up per se
Yeah.
during this time because without the audience, it ain't the same. It just falls flat. And then when I get ready to go back out on the road, I talk about it
Mm-hmm.
because I've already said it on Instagram. You know what I mean?
You're right. You're absolutely right. Listen, Miss Luenell, I'm gonna go way back. I'm gonna need you to dig way, way back on this one. How did you get started with comedy? Was this something you just woke up one day and said, "Listen, I'm funny. I'm gonna be, and this is what I'm gonna do." How did you get started with being a comedian?
Well, I really hate that question because it's been asked me like half a billion times and there's no short answer. But I was just saying, when I started in theater and church choir, that was my first public performance. Was in church choir and in theater. I had my own Maddie Moss star. Her name was Sister Brooks. And Sister Brooks taught us well about the discipline of having a rehearsal on a Wednesday and doing the show, per se, on Sunday. And when you come to choir and go to theater, you come to theater, you learn already discipline, time management,
Mm-hmm.
how to take direction, and how to work with others.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, the comedy thing was just a fluke. My roommate was dating a comedian, and I went to his club. Even though I wanted to be a singer, I used to sing a lot. I did musical theater when I was doing theater. I went to this club, did his question the very first night, got off stage, and the first comedian I met was the late great Robin Harris.
Mm.
And he had a room, and I went there, and it just sort of spiraled. Stuff like that. There's a lot of interesting stuff. Anybody got time for all that? Really cool. Okay.
No, don't give away all the goodies now. Don't you do it. now, now,
Ciao.
now you were recently in Netflix films. Dolomite is my name. How did you come apart being a part of that?
Well, I have an agent, and my agent sent me an audition for this movie called Dolomite. I said, Dolomite? I said, do you mean Dolomite? Dolomite? Like, yeah, I was doing a movie about damn Dolomite. Plus, I do Rudy Ray Moore. I worked with Rudy Ray Moore. I have gifts that Rudy Ray Moore gave me.
Wow.
Albums, VHS, tapes. I have a whole video collection. Peter Reese Club, the Sunlaw, Tornado, Dolomite, and all that kind of stuff that I got from Rudy personally. So I said, oh my, you kidding me? But they sent me the lines and I went and I auditioned and I got called back 7 times to audition for the director Craig Brewer, who had also done a little flow and who I also ended up working with for Coming to America too.
Mm.
So after the 7th audition, which we did a whole screen test, I had to wear a wig and stuff like this, they ended up giving the part to Blind Joy Randolph, which I think they did the right thing
Mm-hmm.
because I think that she murdered that role. And then I like playing the role of Eddie's aunt because that was just he and I. We didn't have to share the thing with nobody else. It was just me and him
Yeah.
one on one. And luckily for me, I already had a relationship with Eddie. It wasn't like the relationship I had with his brother Charlie was,
Yes.
but I already had met Eddie, and so it wasn't like I was meeting him for the first time. It was the case I probably would just burst out crying.
Oh.
So it was okay, and it was wonderful since legend. And when you're sitting at home watching Eddie Murphy, really think that I'm gonna work with him someday. I mean, I would, but I got a chance to work with him twice. We become cool. I went to the house, career, and the whole shit. So it was amazing, wonderful, wonderful. That I got it by the regular way. Audition.
That's what's up. That's got to be amazing. So, when you first heard about the Coming to America, the sequel, were you like everybody else before you knew that you were going to be in the actual movie itself? Were you like most Americans saying, how a lot of us will say that movie don't need no sequel, one was good enough? How did you feel about that?
No, the first place brewer had done Dolomite. Um, when we got to do Coming to America, because I asked myself, how did I get so lucky to do two Eddie Murphy movies back to back? How did I end up with this? And I had already auditioned for the second time, so he knew what I could do.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I got to, since I didn't, Luenell didn't get the big part, and so my too, I got to put her in here somewhere. So I didn't have to audition for that. It was really through the relationship that I have with the director, which, what I would like people to find acting communities or the takeaway from that is you better develop a relationship with the people who can put you in places. Don't be a dick, don't be late, know your lines, do your job. And somebody might like you enough to just know you enough. You may not even have to audition.
Mm.
Be easy to work with, don't be a diva and all that kind of stuff. Not saying that I'm not all that, but I wasn't that yet. And and so crazy to be in there. When I first heard about it, I wasn't skeptical because first of all, if Eddie was going to be doing it, I knew that Arsenio was going to be doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Then I found out that not only was Eddie and Arsenio going to be doing it, but everybody that was in it before was going to come back and do it.
Mm.
Except for the late Matt Sinclair, who played Prince Hakim's mother. She passed away.
Yes.
So everybody looks pretty much the damn same. Like this is a God ordained thing. It's a miracle that everybody's still alive to come back and praise their role, even James Earl Jones.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And to do it on the Calipari set studios, which was just, opening, and it was so, you felt so much pride coming on there, to go past the Halle Berry studio and the Denzel Washington studio and the Ossie Davis and Ruby D and Ruby Goldberg and Cecily Tyson. We filmed on the Sidney Poitier studio.
Mm.
So it's I should say. And it was just a God ordained thing from the wardrobe, which was done by Ruth Carter, who was the first black woman to win the Oscar for wardrobe for Black Panther. From that to, being in this set is beautiful, the Zamunda set, and to, see Vanessa Calloway again, to see Shari Henry again, to see John Amos again, to see all the old characters,
Yeah.
Reverend, Randy Watson, and so those things. I mean, and my boy, she's so sweet.
Yes.
I never could have imagined, but that was good, the vision change. The God has bigger dreams for you than you can dream for yourself. So
That's right.
Let go and let God, you never know what don't come your way.
I know that's right. You better say it. You better say that again for the ones in the back who not listening too well.
Don't make me go off mark.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it up in here. Listen, I hear that you are a huge fan of Nipsey Hussle. Tell me, how did the slain rapper's death affect you in your neighborhood?
In a horrible, 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 horrible way. Nothing could have prepared us for what happened on a beautiful Sunday afternoon.
Mm.
A beautiful Sunday afternoon. They have a man murdered in front of his own establishment that was like a host for my neighborhood, and then kicked in the head by the piece of shit Eric Holder. It hurt the world. The world was just, like I wrote on my Instagram on the 1 year anniversary of his assassination, which is what we call it around here, that, even the homeboys felt that they need, just knock the wind out of everybody. And I'm 2 blocks, literally 2 blocks in the crime scene right now. I live in the Crenshaw district. And, to have him memorialize at the Staples Center and then to take a victory lap, as it were, to every gangster neighborhood in South Central has never been done before. I doubt that will ever be done again. To see the beautiful murals street artists have made on the banks, on the fence, on the businesses, and everything that nobody has made down or anything like that. It's just, for a while, the only birds in the air around here were helicopters just flying over the beach for 6 days straight, day and night. It was horrible. I said it was very something just the same anymore. It's really, really taken a lot to get back to normal, whatever you want to call that. And then if you want to look at that, and then 10 months later, just in the same year, bam, we did Kobe.
Yeah.
And between this and Kobe, we lost John Singleton.
Yes.
So it's just been a 2020 is fucking hard.
Yeah.
The only thing I we still, every morning I wake up, I'm like, oh my God, thank you, Jesus, I made it one more day. Because
Indeed.
this is what we're in now. This is what our grandkids are going to talk about in history.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it would be 9/11, but now we got this
Mm-hmm.
as well. So it's been deep. Just beyond out, it's been a deep, it's been hard to do comedy sometimes because it really took me the breath out of me for about 2 or 3 weeks. I couldn't even really get
Mm.
myself together. But we move on. We move on.
Indeed. I say throw the whole 2020 away. Listen, I've been trying to cancel my subscription about over 90 days ago.
I don't even want 2020 the TV show on my television. Dang it.
We're about to get into some juicy stuff now. I've been on. I'm on social media now. A little video I saw. You're gonna have to explain what's happening in this video. What's going on with you and R&B singer Al B. Shore now?
Well, Al and I are very close friends. And that's another thing you never think that you're going to say when you're sitting home screaming at the guy at the dinner on the rooftop singing night day. You don't think that's going to be your friend one day, but he is indeed my friend. We're very, very close friends. We get together, we just cut up. Just
Mm.
like, I don't know, he lets his guard down because, Al's very business like guy, voice of R&B on the radio in Texas and stuff. And he's narrated unsung. A lot of people didn't know a lot of that was time that was Alfie, his voice narrating unsung. And he's just, R&B legend out there from, what was it, Money Earned, not no burning, where MVP was from. And we have grown very fond of each other. Him and Jerry McCrary call himself being a little funk over me. Well, what a lucky girl I am, So I just cherish our friendship and everything, and I'm sure that we're going to be very close friends for a long time. If you saw that video, how close.
Oh yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I was feeling some type of. I said, well, I don't know how to feel about this. I had to listen. I ain't had no pearls, but I wanted to clutch all of my pearls on that video. Wait a minute.
I know. I know. He made that video too. So I'm like, Alan, sure. He's like, yeah, you'll come to this other little stuff. I'm like, okay, baby, okay,
Oh.
baby.
You showing out. I love it. So let me now with stand-up comedy, do you think that like I want to know how you truly feel about I call them insta famous comedians that are coming out now and doing shows just off of the fact that they might have a million or 2 million 2 million viewers and now boom they're doing stand-up comedy. How do you feel about that now, given the way I'm sure you guys had to start way back in the beginning with doing things? How do you feel about that?
Well, I gotta say that, I'm pretty sure that most people knew how I felt in the beginning and
Yes.
that I wasn't happy at all, and that I thought they were hacks and that we're watering down the artistry of being a stand-up
Mm-hmm.
because everything that you do in 30 seconds on Instagram or 1 minute does not translate to an hour on stage.
That's right.
Also don't like this little TikTok, which now is not enough to have 1 minute videos on Instagram. Now you got to make them shorter than that, which is doing nothing but making our kids' attention span be shorter and shorter and shorter.
Mm-hmm.
They can't just watch Insecure because they can't sit still for 30 minutes. They can't sit and watch an hour of All American because they can't sit still because they're so used to getting the instant gratification of something so short.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, I think that a lot of the entertainers, I'll say, are very good actors. I think that some of them can have a very flourishing acting career.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is not a comic. Some people are comedic actors. I think that a lot of them are great actors. Um, some people are to have flourishing careers in stand-up, but I dare say that those 100,000 people that they have on their fan base are of their age range.
Yes.
I doubt that people in my age range are, my colleagues with police or Laura Hayes or my Curry, I don't think that we really give two shits about what they're doing like that. And they don't care about what we're doing either, because that's the other thing. It's like, I got, I've had to change my, my mindset because, like I said, I was coming from really, really talented. But I'm talking to the club owners who brought them, and they bring a different type of audience as well. They're young, they're rude, they don't tip, they're snarky and disrespectful. This is what the club owners have told me. A lot of times they book them, but they won't book them again. Well, I don't know. They got to pay bills. They say that stuff to me now, but they got to pay their bills. And that's the person filling up their club, they're going to bring them back.
Right.
Maybe, or whatever like that. But what we feel, I believe, I can speak for my peers and my category executives, stuff like that, is that they don't, when I started comedy, I mean, when I moved from Boulder to LA, I went out every night for 6 months and never went on stage. All I did was stay. I just looked at what common stuff works and what common stuff didn't work. What works in this room, what don't work in this room, what works in that room. I went to the white room, I went to the Latin room, I went to the black room, I went to the bougie black room, I went to the good black room. And I just studied. But these guys just jump in, they don't care about the legacy. They don't know who Rudy Ray Moore is, don't care. They don't know who One Vice is, don't care. They don't know, they can't name the four original queens of comedy, which were Laura Hayes, Monique Moore, and Dale Gibbons, don't care. And that makes us feel some kind of way because we know that we stand on the back of our ancestors in this game. They don't care about our back or front or anything like that. And I'm not saying all, but I'm saying most. There's some of them out there that's really respectful, really, really cool, really, really talented. But for the most part, especially guys, they don't want no advice, and they know it all, and you can't tell them nothing, and even if you tell them something, they don't listen. So I don't feel when people ask me, what advice would you give to young, upcoming talent? I'd be like, no advice at all. Because this is kind of a genre that you kind of do, this kind of on-the-job training. You sort of got to, nothing nobody can tell you will really help you. It's like jumping in the water, you're going to think of swim. And, my journey cannot be your journey. The way I did it, not the way you're going to get it. The way you get it, not going to be the way somebody else gets it. This is the entertainment industry is something you kind of got to feel out for yourself. And some people really have the it factor. Everything they do, you want to see. Everything they say, you want to hear. But there's a lot of people that become, it takes a lot to be a great one, to become legendary. Just so you have today, for the next 5 years, or you're going to be in 15 years working at Target, you know what I'm saying? Because nobody goes into this looking 30 years down the road. But I have been that road, and I have seen now what it takes to they have their longevity to stay. Hell, they had the easy comic people that were everything. They were a host of comedy, the hottest show on TV, and nobody knows who they are now.
Sheesh.
So I'm just, I think that they got a lane. They're going to make that money while they can. I'm not mad. It's just not, everybody's not for me. And I'm not for everybody.
You're right.
There's enough room out here for everybody. Ain't nobody got to try to sabotage somebody or hate on nobody or try to stop somebody's bad. I ain't never tried to do that. But it's just, I don't get some of it, and like I say, some of them don't get me. So there we go.
Yeah, it is. And y'all heard it right here. For those in the back, y'all heard what it is. That's what it is. You either gonna like her or you're not. And I've been a fan since I think I'm a fan because I think when I was younger, I can't remember what it was. I was supposed to be in the bed, and I accidentally heard one of your stand-up shows. And to hear you saying filthy stuff that you was, I said, look, I like this right here. This is amazing.
This is what I want to know. Where did anybody see the filthy shit at? Because you ain't doing a lot of comedy. I'm like, where did you? And I never did that damn. So I'm like, how bad was it? What did people really see? That's what I keep
No,
there was never any cussing. And
no.
I never did cussing. I don't know what everybody sees.
I think it's your
Okay,
demeanor.
so I talk about sex. Okay.
There it is. And me, my dad, my parents were strict, so we wasn't looking. Listen, those parts, the kissing scenes came on, you had to close your eyes. So when I heard that stuff, I was like, this is what it is, right here. This what I've been missing.
I know, right? Because that's why I used to speak and listen to them Red Fox albums and Push Your Pride albums. Well, I'd be sneak. I was a the minute they hit that ground, sneak. I was turning that iPod on, honey, and putting that album on. And I had a so cute video.
Now you've been busy, 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 Miss Luenell. You were featured in. You did a cameo in Todrick Hall's "I Like Boys." How was it working with him? Because he
Yeah.
seems to always have his energy.
Well,
Always seems amazing.
yeah, I've been on Saturday for a long time. I think we first met backstage at the Color Purple, maybe when Fantasia was playing.
Mm.
Really, and I've always known he was pretty talented. I think he did American Idol, I believe, and
Yes.
I liked him on that too. And then we used to run into each other here in LA, and we were at a gifting suite or something. I said, Tyler, I wonder what his background videos were. And he was like, oh my God. No, it was their BET week. So, excuse me, here in Los Angeles. So literally, I was kind of fun. She tried to call and said, can you come? And do the thing. I'm shooting today. I'll get the coffee. I was like, okay. I got in the car. I left the event, went up there. So what you see me in the video is what I had on that day.
Mm-hmm.
And then, it just happened to be that I had orange hair. I just happened to look like that day. And it was perfect for the video. And I really enjoy working with Tyler. He's one of the great creative minds in this industry.
Mm.
And, he's all underground too. He don't have no show and no big movies and stuff. He don't need it because he can have his things his way.
Mm.
Being the creative director, the writer, the musical coordinator, da 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 da. And, it's hard to get into that control when you got that much success by you. So,
Mm.
I was happy to do that.
That's what's up. So you have a new comedy CD coming out, yes, called entitled "I Only Drink at Work." Tell me how we
It's
can
not
find.
new. It's been out it's been out about 2 years now.
Mm.
And it's also on iTunes, Spotify, and all that. Yeah, called I Only Drink at Work. But literally, I only do drink at work. Like, I have an extensive bar here in the house, but I don't drink unless I'm doing my YouTube show on Wednesdays, or if I'm going out to do a show at a club, I might have a drink there. But I don't just go around here and drink,
Mm.
but I drink at work. So that's why I was like, I only drink at work. It's ironic that most people get up when they can't drink, right?
Yes.
And I only drink at work. So I thought that was a fun title. It's got a lot of content. And like I said, you can download it on my website, haylynell.com, and you can just go to iTunes and put in email. I only drink at work. It's really, really great for a road trip. If you're driving somewhere, if you're just driving around during this corona trying to get some air, you can play that and get your laugh on, and I'm really, really proud of it.
Yes, as well you should be. Listen, don't y'all go out here when everything cools down and get on your job and start drinking at work and say Miss Luenell told you it was all right, because she didn't say that. Y'all can't drink at work. Y'all, this is not what y'all do.
Right. You just can get your damn job back. Don't mess it up.
Don't-
You don't need to get back to
don't-
work.
I know that. I know that's right. So tell everybody tell everybody how to get in touch with you, how to figure out, how to find out when you've got new projects open up, when the world opens back up, and how to get in touch with you on Instagram and all your social media platforms.
Okay, well, I'll start with the bottom and go to the top. My Facebook page is the official Luenell. Luenell. I don't know how to spell official. So the official Luenell. And everything I post on my Instagram also posts on my fan page right there. Then also on my Instagram, which is at Luenell, Luenell. And please feel free to come in my DM and tell me that you heard me on Campus This Show.
Yay.
Amazing. And I also put at Luenell on my Instagram, and the link to my YouTube show, Hey Luenell, Heyluenell, is in the bio. My Instagram bio is just the link and one subscribe, get notifications. And you can look at my past like live shows and my bling episode. I did a special episode for 4 years about all my bling collection, my nails and everything. I got this bling. And then my website where you can put merchandise or you can download the CD or you can buy tickets or whatever like that. That's Luenell.com. APYLUENELL.com. All got Luenell. And you just put Luenell in Google, you'll find me in any kind of myself. If you write me an IDM, most of the time I do right back. But it's too cute. Please don't send any more pictures of your leaves because I'm playing. I'm over it.
That's right. She's over it. Stop it. Nasty self. Stop it.
Well,
Cut it out.
I mean, some people are ashamed of the picture they send. I'm like, this thing curves all the way back. You really think somebody wants to be a picture?
Don't you show off on here telling that.
No wonder you didn't put your face in the picture.
You showing out, Miss Luenell. I love it. Listen, Miss Luenell, I love it. I love it. And I love you so much. I want to thank you so much for giving me this honor and this pleasure of letting me interview you on today. I am so grateful and I am so thankful for this opportunity that you have given to me. Thank you so very, very much. I appreciate it so much.
Travel till you keep doing what you're doing. I fully support this within the broadcast business, entertainment period behind it, and behind the camera, writers, and all that kind of stuff. And so all you fans out there, just stay healthy. Don't take no chances with this because the life you think could be your meatballs or your pawpaws or
That's right.
your mamas or your siblings. And all you have to do is sit in the crib and wash your hands. Hey, I'm gonna use this cookie.
There you go. You're right. You're absolutely right about that. And y'all heard it here. Stay your ass in the house is what she's trying to say. That's what she's saying. Miss Luenell, thank you so much. And you stay safe out there.
Yes, I will. You do the same. Yes, thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, baby.
Bye-bye.
Bye.